Hey everybody, I'm here today at Desert Memorial Park Cemetery in Cathedral City, California, and I'm here to visit the gravesite of a man who was murdered, brutally murdered, and his murder has never been solved. When I read about the story recently, the first thing I did, of course, is I searched for him on Find a Grave, and I discovered that he did have a gravesite here at Desert Memorial Park, but there was no photo of his grave. There was information about him and his unsolved murder, and someone had left directions to his gravesite, but there was no GPS. So, if I can find his gravesite, I'm going to photograph it and share the photo on Find a Grave, and also add a GPS to his gravesite to make it easier for others to find. So, I don't know if this is a cremation niche or a full-size grave, so we'll find out together. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about his story, just to remember him, because it seems like he's been completely forgotten, and it appears that he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time and became an innocent victim in this tragic true crime story. So the murder happened in Palm Springs, in downtown Palm Springs, just almost next door to the Palm Springs Art Museum. It took place at the home of Charles Nayworth at 530 West Tahquitz Canyon Way. Charles Nayworth was the owner of the home, and it appears that he was having work done on the home by Carl Ernst Hinsenkamp. Hinsenkamp was a house painter, and he was there painting Nayworth's house. They both just happened to be in the house on that same day. The double murder took place on July 4th, 1984. Nayworth was a wealthy jewelry and art dealer, but the police detectives say they don't believe, at least according to the articles, that robbery was the motive because there were lots and lots of very, very valuable items strewn all over the house, and they weren't taken. So they don't believe that that was the reason for the murders. Apparently, the house had been completely ransacked, but all these valuables had been left behind. So the killers might have been looking for something in particular, but no one really knows. Investigators apparently were never able to find out who the killer or killers were and what the motive was. So that's bad enough, but then when I looked online for Charles Nayworth's Find a Grave memorial page, I wasn't able to find one at all. Now, under Hinsenkamp's description, memorial description, it said that Nayworth's body had been shipped back to the Blast Coast in England. I guess that's where he had family, and that's where his body was sent, but I haven't been able to find any information online about him as far as the Find a Grave memorial page. If any of you are able to find it, let me know. Sometimes I have discovered that you can search and put in various information and still not come up with the Find a Grave page, but then someone else might search a little bit different way and it might come up. So hopefully he does have a Find a Grave memorial page, but I wasn't able to find one. And I wasn't able to find photos of either men, but like I say, I was able to find a memorial page, Find a Grave memorial page for Carl Hinsenkamp right here at the cemetery. So Nayworth was 66 years old at the time of his murder, and Hinsenkamp was 54 years old. And I guess Hinsenkamp's wife was the one who called the police to let them know that her husband was missing. He hadn't come home. He had gone off to work, I guess, that day, and never came home. And she called the police, and they investigated and found their bodies in the murder scene. Now, this home, apparently, the inside, the interior, looked, according to the inspectors, looked like a castle inside. It's a very, very wealthy neighborhood, and these homes are very beautiful, large estates. And I even read that the home was purchased by actor Gary Oldman, who lived there for some time. I don't know if that's true. If anyone can verify that, please do. And unfortunately, the home is behind a gate. It's in a gated community, and there's no access to get to the home, or I would at least film the outside of the home to show you what it looks like. It's just one block from downtown Palm Springs. The main center of Palm Springs is Tahquitz Canyon Way and Palm Canyon Drive, and it's just one block west of the most popular intersection in Palm Springs. It's a fantastic location. So Hinsenkamp reportedly died from stab wounds to the heart, and his body was, I believe, found in the living room. And then Nayworth died from a gunshot to the head, and his body was found in the bedroom. So after reading the report, it sounds to me as if Hinsenkamp was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, just an innocent bystander. That makes it even sadder. But the fact that he didn't have a picture of his gravesite or his headstone or a picture of himself. That just makes it even sadder when murder victims are just forgotten. So that's why I wanted to come here today, just to see if I could find his gravesite and remember him and share this story with all of you. And if any of you have additional information about this story, if any of you have photos of either men, please share them. If possible, upload them to their Find a Grave Memorial pages. If New Earth has a Find a Grave Memorial page, let us know and share any photos of either men on their Find a Grave Memorial page. If he doesn't have one, maybe one of you will be able to create one. So let us know if you're able to do that, and I'll do a follow-up to this video to let everyone know. So I'm happy to say that Hinsenkamp does have a headstone. I wasn't sure if it would be an unmarked grave or not, so I'm glad it's not unmarked. I'm glad it's marked with a very nice headstone. His cremated remains were buried here in the ground, and it was easy to find. He's located very close to the street here, and the section was well marked, so thank you to whoever left the instructions on how to find his gravesite. So as always, thanks for sharing the memories, everybody, and I hope to see you all in the next video.